The missing link is very prominent in evaluation questions. The correct evaluation statement must lead to the finding of some fact or data that shall help in the assessment of the argument. Very importantly, please understand, it is not about strengthening the conclusion. It is about evaluating the conclusion. Therefore, it is about finding more information that can help in assessment of the conclusion. The new finding that we are talking about may help the argument, as in it may strengthen the conclusion, and the finding may also hurt the argument, as in it may weaken the conclusion as well. Very important to understand. Evaluation is different from strengthening. It's an evaluation. The outcome need not always be positive. Missing link approach works great in these questions. Let's take an explanatory example now. Look at this. The question stem is, which of the following will help in evaluating the validity of the argument? This is the argument. The GDP of Zatora has grown by 15% during the tenure of the current political party. Hence, the party has done a good job and deserves another term. The missing link is, of course, between the GDP growth and the conclusion that the party has done a good job. Look at these choices. Whether GDP growth is one of the key factors in deciding the performance of a political party. Answer to this question will lead to an evaluation of the argument. If the answer is yes, GDP is one of the key factors, then my conclusion would be strengthened. If the answer is no, GDP is not one of the key factors, then my conclusion would be weakened. An answer is not needed. The point is that answer to this question or clarity about this extra information will help us in evaluating the argument. Therefore, this qualifies as a fine evaluation statement. One more. Whether the government played an important role in achieving the growth in GDP. Once again, if the government did play an important role, the conclusion would be strengthened. If the government did not, the conclusion would be weakened. Nonetheless, clarity about this information will help us in evaluating the argument. Therefore, this is also a very fine evaluation statement. One more. Whether 15% growth is satisfactory, considering Zatora's geopolitical scenarios. Again, if the answer is yes, the conclusion would be strengthened. If the answer is no, the conclusion would be weakened. However, in either case, an evaluation or assessment will happen. The result may be negative or positive. That doesn't matter. Therefore, this statement is also a fine choice for evaluation. One more. Whether the performance of the government was satisfactory on other important factors in deciding the performance of the government. Once again, this information is going to help us in evaluating the argument. The outcome may be negative or positive. It doesn't matter. This is a fine evaluation statement. This was the concept, friends. GMAT shots are deliberately kept brief. For an elaborate explanation, please watch the Stage 1 conceptual videos in our program. Thanks for watching.